Hi guys, let's do another English practice. Today the article's name is Warriors May Find Doing Nothing Distressing, says study. It was posted August 9th, 2026, the level advanced. Some vocabulary is prone, likely to experience, suffer from something unpleasant or negative. Distressing, causing anxiety, sadness, or pain, emotionally in a way that it relates to a person's feelings, neutral, not having any strong, noticeable features or characteristics, tendency, an inclination toward a particular way of acting, behaving, inner, private, and not shown or seen by others. Okay, so let's move on to the reading. When was the last time you were really idle? That means doing absolutely nothing, and with smartphones and being almost always online, true idleness is becoming rare. Doing nothing might sound relaxing, but new research has found that people who are prone to worrying might actually find it distressing. The research was published in Cognitive Therapy and Research. It used three studies with a total of about 900 participants to look at the relationship between worrying and what the researchers called idleness distress. The first study used an online questionnaire to ask almost 600 participants about their anxiety levels and how they felt about being idle. The second study also used a questionnaire, this time asking 180 participants about boredom. These participants were also told to sit in a room with nothing to do for 12 minutes. They could not get up, look at their phones, or even sleep. After the sitting task, they again reported how they felt. The third study used about 170 participants who again answered questionnaires on their general mood and mental health, and were again given 12 minutes to sit in a room. This time, however, instead of having nothing to do, the participants watched part of a nature documentary chosen for being emotionally neutral, making their time in the room less idle than in the second study, but still not very exciting. The participants in the third study were also asked how they expected to feel before the sitting task and how they felt afterward. The researchers found that across all three studies, participants who reported having a higher tendency to worry found being completely or even mostly idle more distressing. The researchers said this may be because periods of idleness, of which we have fewer and fewer, are challenging because they direct our attention to our inner thoughts and feelings. For people who tend to worry a lot, this could make anxiety worse. Okay, it was an interesting text, not so easy for me to understand, to be honest, but let's move on to the discussion. What are your thoughts on the researchers' findings? I found it very interesting. I fit in it sometimes where I am just idleness, but I feel like I needed to be productive. Do you know anyone who tends to worry a lot? I know a lot of people in the beginning of their careers that usually try to spend the free time doing something. Yeah, I think is we are used to do something, and I don't think that is a good thing. Yeah. Are you comfortable with being idle or bored? I am trying to because I know that is it's part of our life. We being idle or bored sometimes is not necessary. We need to always do something or consuming something like social media or watching something. We can just stay idle. Yeah. How do you usually pass the time when you have a moment with nothing to do? Usually, I try sometimes stay just idle. I I go out sometimes and try at least not watching something. To connect a little bit. Yeah. Would you agree that true idleness is rare these days? Sure, it's tough. See, we stay idleness for a long time. At least the people are in their cell phones. Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to the further discussion. How often do you get quiet time to yourself? I'm not gonna lie, it's hard. I get some time quiet to myself. I usually spend a lot of time in watching something, but I am trying lately have some moments and disconnected. Yeah. What are your favorite ways to spend alone time? I think is going out of my house to not have access uh, about our facilities like cell phone or computer. Yeah. Are there any activities that you find always help you clear your mind? For me, is doing exercise. I do regularly every day, at least 5 days a week, 6 days a week. I go out to do exercises, and I think that helps me to clear my mind. Yeah. Do you meditate? If so, when did you get into it? If you not, would you like to try? No, I don't meditate, and I don't know if I would like because I don't know the benefits about that. Yeah. Would you say you've gotten better at dealing with stress over time? Certainly no. Sure that we have a image that we dealing with stress over time can be a productive thing, but maybe sometimes when our mind is clear, I think it can works better. Yeah, mainly when we are in some vocation for a long period, we can feel that our mind is better without stress. Yeah. So I think is that. Okay, so we have finished that lesson. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one.